What's good, y'all, man? Welcome to Radiant Thoughts, a podcast dedicated to promoting positivity, personal growth, and the pursuit of a brighter mindset, man. So without further ado, let's tap into today's episode. Welcome back to another episode of Radiant Thoughts. I am your host, KP, and today we have the lovely Toriana on the couch with us today, joining us again. Hoping to make her my co-host and all that good stuff. So welcome back to the show. So today we want to talk to y'all about pouring into yourselves in this season. You know, doing all the right things to make sure you are fine in this particular season, being the winter time. So quite often in the winter time, people, you know, go into a slump. They get the winter blues, and which is actually called, you know, seasonal depression. And for those who don't know what seasonal depression is, it's a type of depression that you get when the seasons change. So it could be even wintertime, going into wintertime, or going into spring, summertime. So it's, you know, it kind of varies, but quite often, you know, we kind of hear about people feeling worse off when
it's cold outside.
Yeah, when it's cold outside. Yeah. Everybody talk about it, you know. So have you ever dealt with, or, you know, what are some things that you kind of notice people go through when season, like when winter time comes around?
I think everybody gets tired, of course, but I think that also comes from the daylight savings. What else? Just restlessness. I would say more anxiety and I don't know. It's like a dark gloom.
Yeah, it's like you walk with a cloud over your head.
I mean, when I see snow, I get a little depressed too. It's not
snow.
Not real
snow can go away.
Depression, but it is people that actually do suffer from seasonal depression. So I think just the tiredness all the time and anxiety, sadness, and just kind of just down.
Yeah, I notice a lot of people talk about, you know, winter times coming in and they just lose energy, have a lack of energy, kind of fatigued, as well as being lonely. And this, you know, it's cold and then you by yourself sometimes. You be wanting to lay up with somebody, you know what I'm saying? Need that extra warmth. Need some more body heat. And it also can you can have mood swings quite easily and weight gain or weight loss, you know. So with it just being so cold, a lot of people, when they are depressed, people depressed and stress eat, or some people don't eat at all. And, you know, it could go on
Either
both
way.
Ends of the spectrum. So
Have you ever experienced seasonal depression?
I don't think that I've necessarily experienced, I wouldn't say it was seasonal depression, but I do sometimes get into a funk when the winter time comes around, just because nobody like winter.
No, especially not in Michigan.
No, but yeah, we got some of the worst winters. I feel like I need to be somewhere where it's warm. I need to be closer to the equator, for sure.
You think you'll miss the snow if you moved somewhere that it didn't?
No.
I feel like I would.
I scheduled a birthday in the snow.
I'm perfectly fine with being somewhere warm for my birthday. It's not bad at all. I don't know. I think I'm just used to seeing the snow. So if we moved where it didn't snow, I'd be okay, for Christmas time. In Texas, it's 50, 40 degrees, sunny. That's not Christmas.
Yeah, it's not really Christmas.
You're putting up trees and you can go walk in the park.
Okay, so for the particular the holidays and just for the Christmas and holiday season, I wouldn't miss the snow for that, but
other than that,
I would want to be in and out. I don't like to go outside and shovel and brush off my car and
I don't like
wear
to go outside
boots.
At all. I don't like the cold.
The cold is, it's just you get real timid and you shrivel up and you just shaking and you just nah. I hate it. I hate it.
Yeah, once I'm in the house.
And don't let you not have.
I'm in the house.
Don't let you not have freaking remote start
Yeah.
If you don't got, like, I don't got remote start on my truck. I gotta go down there, cut it on. I'm already out there in the cold for one. Then I gotta brush off the doggone.
Yeah.
Like, I can save myself time. Save yourself some time. Get remote start if you can. Start it from where you at, and just go on. You know, let it be warm, and all you gotta do is brush it off. Brush it off, and you'd be good. You'd be good. But but no, I don't think I've never really dealt with seasonal depression. I get irritated when it's snowing.
I think everybody does.
Yeah, but you dealt with it at all?
I don't think so. I don't think I have. No. So for people who like may have experienced seasonal depression, or just people who want to try to avoid seasonal depression, like what would you suggest to do to like pour into yourself this season?
So I came up with a few steps. I would say number one is like unplug. You know, I know we talked about you can feel lonely and stuff, but like as far as pouring into yourself and like the self-care aspect of it, I would say unplug from like socials and stuff, and get more so outside, get involved kind of thing. You know, we can get so consumed with social media and scrolling for days. You can just be stuck, or you're just sitting and you're watching TV and you just kind of get stuck to a point where you're just kind of sitting and that kind of like when we talk about seasonal depression, when you're not moving and you're just sitting, you can get fatigued just by just not doing anything because you're not being active. So I would say unplug and go, you know, do something other than sit and be stuck to a screen often. So that would be, you know. Yeah.
I think another thing is like getting organized, because I know like it gets dark very early, which is the fatigue kind of starts. So like at 5 o'clock, sometimes even 4 o'clock, it looks like it's midnight. So just getting organized, like Google Calendar, I love it. I use it all the time. Get a planner. Just making like a routine so that could help like your energy in the morning or even at night. Just creating a routine and like sticking to it, because it is very hard to stay energized during this time. Take your vitamins too.
Yeah, you need them, because we ain't getting no sunlight for real. So you got to get your vitamin D.
Yeah,
you got to get your vitamin D somehow. But even with the organized, I would say for kind of like self-care, like for yourself, when you clean up an area, you know, and I know you big on that, you got to move something around. This child will move the bed around just because I like stuff how it is. We put it a certain way. I'm cool with it being like that. She's, on the other hand, I need to move it.
I mean, you have to like change your environment every once in a while.
Every once in a while.
I feel like it helps your mood a little bit.
A little bit. I don't be trying to move stuff. That
well,
stuff be heavy.
You come home and then it's just already moved. It's fine.
You see, and then that she just do it. Now I had to walk in and see it.
You didn't have to do anything. It's fine.
That's her reason. She don't consult with me. She just, well, you didn't have to do it. It looks better this way. I suppose. My next step would be to exercise regularly. You know, make sure you're staying fit, staying in shape. That kind of knocks that fatigueness out, keeps you energized. You know, like I said, mentioned taking vitamins, getting the vitamin D, because we get, you know, the sun is a source of energy for us. Yeah. So if we're not getting it there, we take those vitamin Ds, and then when you go, you know, work out or just get some type of regular exercise, like 30 minutes is probably all. Like you can just go jog, go for a walk. Ain't nobody really walking. So if you got a membership somewhere, go for a walk, or you can do like, you know, at home workout YouTube, or something like University. That. That's a fact. That's my favorite place. I got a doctorate in YouTube University. I'll be on it. No, but yeah, just doing something to keep, you know, your heart rate pumping, to keep your energy like flowing. And
do you think they should work out like in the morning or at night? I know it's like a big thing. Some people like working out at night.
I think it's preference. Me in particular, I probably can work out at whenever time. I just kind of fit it in my schedule, but I would say I've probably felt the best working out in the mornings.
I feel like you get the most energy. Like,
yeah, because it keeps you going for the rest of your day. Like if you go through your whole day
and then go to the gym,
and then go to the gym, sometimes
you're not gonna go.
You got things that go on throughout the day, and now you like, oh, I really don't even want to go for real. And then that leads to you not going, or like, well, I'm gonna just go tomorrow. I'm gonna just do the workout at home, and then you don't do nothing. So my recommendation is that you start early, wake up, work out, get your energy flowing early in the morning. That way you take that energy and it carries on throughout the rest of your day. It's kind of like, for me at least, exercise like dopamine. I hit a dopamine, I get excited. And so
I haven't reached that point yet.
I'd be ready to go.
It's hard. It is hard. But that's where the routine, the schedule, and all that stuff comes in. I make mine and I never really stick to it. But that's something I'm working on, so.
If we turn this camera around, we'll see a whole...
Yeah, I have calendars everywhere. Half the time I don't really look at them. Well, no. Because when it comes to like homework or like events that I have...
Now that stuff, absolutely.
But like fitting in the gym, sometimes I just... I'm like, that can wait until tomorrow.
It can't wait. It can't wait.
Yeah. But on top of going to the gym and being exercise savvy, eating healthy is also another important thing during this season, because I know we don't eat the best of foods, and
especially
the food system in the U.S. is not the greatest. So making sure that you're focusing on what you're putting into your body, eating more fruits and vegetables, and not eating as much junk food.
Eat them veggies.
So yeah, just being more intentional with what you want to eat. I go on TikTok and find recipes all the time.
It's pretty simple. Yeah, I think eating, like you said, eating and working out kind of goes hand in hand. And we consume a lot of
junk food.
And just especially around Thanksgiving, like,
and the stuff we eat makes you tired.
The itis.
I think that's something like
you go to sleep.
We've been working on that a lot, and I think we've gotten a lot better. But like, we used to eat and like go straight to sleep every time. Like, go out to eat, come home, go to sleep for like hours. I don't know why, but like we would eat so much, or just so like heavy foods,
and it just sits.
Yeah, that's not good.
What's the actual term for, like, when people call it the itis? But you get, because it's like itis means like what, inflammatory, or are you inflamed or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it's called. We're gonna figure it out right here on the show. You get the itis.
I don't think that's a thing.
Is it an actual word?
I think that's just a thing that black people say.
Oh. You inflamed. I tell you that.
A food coma is a medically recognized condition called postprandial somnolence. Okay, that makes sense.
So where itis come from?
Black folks.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. But
look what it says. If you have the itis, it's being sluggish after a meal, actually short for nigga-itis.
Nigga-itis? No way.
That's not real, but...
No, I was about to say, no way.
No, this is from Twitter.
No way. Oh, man. Yeah. Don't suffer from nigga-itis.
It's called postprandial.
YouTube, don't
I don't know how to say this
demonetize
word. Me. Somnolent, whatever.
Yeah, well.
That word.
But yeah, eat healthy. Eat healthy, especially in this season. And I know it's hard. We go home for the holidays and everybody's cooking all the stuff that you're trying to stay away from, and all the things that you've ate your whole life.
My plate was very minuscule on Thanksgiving. It was very sad.
That's because she don't eat certain stuff though too. She don't like dressing.
No, it's disgusting.
Anywho, next step, I would say, for pouring into yourself, go out and learn something new. Take the time to and grow and gain some knowledge in certain areas that you aren't familiar with. I feel like that's key. That's a way to pour into yourself, like knowledge wise, to help your own understanding. So like reading books or taking a class, or it could be from, you know, self-development, self-improvement stuff to workout stuff to just learning how to do something that you haven't done before to, you know, help your mental or physical or whatever, you know. So that is one for me, I would say.
What's one book that you would recommend for self-development during this season?
During the season, I think I gave out 2 books already. Let me think of a different one. I already said it, but Atomic Habits. Atomic Habits is a big one.
I need to reread that.
And I say Atomic Habits because it gets you in the mindset of creating systems and certain habits that they don't recommend just habits to do, but it, you know, it kind of tells you how to set up.
And they're very simple, but it's not something that you think about all the time.
And it's very on the smallest scale. Like the things that you don't think would help you improve are the things that you need to change. Like a lot of times we think that we need to change something grand, and it's always just, okay, if I tweak this, if I just, instead of waking up at 9 o'clock, okay, I wake up at 7 and I get an extra 2 hours of work done. That changes the whole dynamic of the rest of my day. You know, like little things like that. Or if I want to read before I go to sleep and I wake up, make my bed, put my book on my pillow.
Yeah.
And I come back, like, okay, the book's already there for me, you know. So little things like that will help you in the long run. So, you know, but yeah, Atomic Habits.
By James Clear.
James Clear, for sure. It got some good knowledge in there. So go learn something new.
I think I have 2 books. I got them on the shelf up there. One is called Untamed by Glennon Doyle. I believe that's her name. That was a really good book. It's a little long, but it is a really good book. And then also Women Evolve by Sarah Jakes Roberts. I think those are really good books to read during this season. So
rock with it. Rock with it.
Yeah. So my next topic would be being intentional. So using this time just to like focus on yourself and your wants and needs in this season. I know it's hard to do, sometimes easier said than done, to like focus on other people more so than yourself. But use this time to really like focus on what you want, and if there's anything in your life that doesn't align with that, let it go.
Facts. Yeah, just focus on you.
Yeah. Friends, family. If it doesn't align,
let it go.
They gotta go.
They gotta go. You know when they don't align. I personally, I've kind of felt like I've dealt with that. A lot of my friends.
It's okay if people grow apart.
Yeah, you grow apart, and it is fine. But you notice it, and it's like, dang, you know, I don't do the certain things that I once would do. And you get around them, you start realizing, and once you realize it, that's when you know it's time to, okay, I need to go this way. And it's hard. You know, it's hard with people that you've been with every day of your life, but when you're trying to, you know, like you said, pour into yourself and grow yourself, you need to focus on you, solely you. You can't worry about what whoever has to say or anything like that. So that's a key one, I would say, for sure. So my next one is to start, you know, that one thing that we always talk about. We always say like, oh, I want to do this or I want to do that. So if you're in a season of pouring into yourself and focusing on yourself, you know, take that risk and that chance of doing the thing that you always wanted to do. You know, it could be like a bucket list item. You know, I had a cousin that wanted to go skydiving, and I don't know why she went skydiving, but she went skydiving. And that must have been like one thing on her bucket list, you know? So like, just when you're doing something that you want to do for you, just do that one thing that you always just thought about doing.
Something that's on your bucket list?
Something on my bucket list. I said I needed to create a bucket list the other day.
Should.
But I don't know what I will put on it. Because it's.
What's one thing that you really, 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 really want to do before you die?
Dang, you had to add before I die.
Well, that's what a bucket list is. Before you kick the bucket, what do you want to do?
You have to say it though. Dang. One thing that I want to do before I go. I don't know. I feel like it's a lot of things, but I don't know. Like one specific thing that's just like, I need to do this.
I know mine. Mine is very simple. You know, I love pasta.
I
want to go to Italy so that I can eat pasta.
That's a very tangible thing, though.
I mean, it doesn't have to be anything that's just crazy.
I guess
that is one thing that I really would like to do.
I guess I'm thinking of.
I want to go on like a food tour of the world. But mainly Italy. We can spend the most time there.
We can spend the most time there. I mean, I guess like I would like to go places. I don't necessarily think that's like just a bucket list. I do want to go to Africa.
That could be something on your bucket list.
I guess so. No, okay, so it's kind of crazy. I wouldn't. I kind of want to see tigers in the wild. Tiger's always been my favorite big cat. You know, if you watched Animal Planet, they had Big Cat Diary on there.
You used to watch Animal Planet?
Absolutely. Animal Planet, my show. I mean, that program. It was the program. If you had Charter in Saginaw, it was like what Disney was 58. I think Animal Planet was like 60 or something like that. I don't know. But I used to watch Big Cat Diary. They used to track the lions, the tigers. They tracked cheetahs. You watch cheetahs chase down gazelles and all that stuff. Yeah.
Is that why you want to go to Africa?
Yeah, it's like the Sahara. I'm not. Which one? That's the desert, ain't it? I think that. Oh, I'm asking the wrong person. It's the whatever. It's out there. The savannah, wherever the grassland's at. But I like, I just like that. They very like majestic to me. They like big creatures, but they dangerous though. So that's why I want to see them from a distance. I haven't seen them in the zoo, but like I guess that would be something that's on my bucket list. Or like I don't know. I'm a big sports guy, so like I guess going to like the finals game, but that's very doable.
It doesn't have to be something that's not doable to be on your bucket list.
I guess so. Finals game, Super Bowl for sure. I'd be turned. She's not a sports person, y'all. So
I like basketball. I don't understand football, y'all. At all.
Man, but just start that one thing. Do something, like she said, that's on your bucket list. Just have fun, That's one of those focus on you moments. You're not caring about whatever nobody may say. Like, I'm gonna do something that I always want to do. She want to go to Italy and eat pasta and be stuffed. That's on her bucket list. So
it is. My next one is being social. So, like I said, I'm one to be like, once I'm in the house, I'm not leaving. Don't call me. Don't ask me to go nowhere. I'm trying to get better with that. But just being more social, like reaching out to friends. So, like, recently I reached out to a couple of my friends that I graduated high school with. Like, we were really cool. We like checking on each other every now and then. But, like, just reaching out to those people, your loved ones. And just trying to go out more. So, like, if your friends invite you somewhere, or you can invite them somewhere, and just go out, have fun, rather than being cooped up in the house. Or if everybody came over your house, or, whatever. But just being more social.
Being more social, for sure. Yeah. I know it's kind of, we talking about pouring into yourself, but I feel like that's a way.
That's helpful. Having
that energy around you. Especially if you feel kind of, genuine people, for sure. If you feeling like lonely or stuff in this time.
And that might not be for everybody, but
it might not be for everybody. Certain things on this might not be for everybody, but I think that's one that, like for me, I think that would be a good one for me because I can be by myself, but
sometimes it gets boring.
But it get boring sometimes. Like, and
I'm okay with spending time by myself, but sometimes it does get boring.
She calls me a social butterfly.
He is.
But I like, you know, I would rather go to the bar to watch a football game than sit in the house by myself. So like if I had somebody with me, like, you know, to do those things, that's I you know, I agree with, you know, mingling or being around, but be around certain people because your surroundings is everything, you know.
And if you don't have, like, if you're in the city by yourself, if you just moved or something, just start going to events. Like, I know it's kind of weird, like when people try to do stuff on their own. I don't really think it's that weird anymore. The first time I did it, I thought it was kind of weird, but like, you know.
What you do?
When I went to Applebee's. I mean, like, just going somewhere by yourself.
Oh, by yourself.
I would go to, like, a concert by myself. I always said I wanted to take a solo trip, so I want to do that eventually. I don't know where.
I just ate a Qdoba by myself.
What?
I just ate a Qdoba by myself.
Did you enjoy it?
I was just chilling.
Exactly. I mean, like, it's not a... I don't know. People make it seem like a bad thing when you go do something by yourself.
See, when I'm hungry, I go. Or I go to the gym by myself. That's like a date for me.
Would you go to a concert by yourself?
Heck yeah.
Would you go on a trip by yourself?
No.
Why not?
I don't know.
I would.
It depends on what kind of trip it is.
I want to take a solo trip. Somewhere.
You trying to go somewhere without me?
I just want to go on a solo trip.
You trying to leave me?
I'll call you.
She gonna call me. What's that gonna do? I'm gonna be sitting here bored. You gonna be out here having the time of your life.
I mean, I don't know where I would go, but like I want to take one, but I know like crazy stuff happens. So
yeah, folks crazy. See, no,
I guess it depends on where I go.
You can't go. Nah.
I don't know, but yeah, just trying to be social so you won't be cooped up in the house all the time. I think that definitely will help with like the fatigue and like the anxiety and all that stuff. Just being around like good energy.
Yeah, and then even with like having that anxiety, so you have somebody to talk to. You know, you have the people around you. You know, that's why I say make sure they're a solid group of people because you know you're just gonna talk to anybody. But you know, so that's I like that one.
Yeah,
I like that one. And so my last one is to make sure you get, you know, some rest. When you pour it into yourself, we get real busy. We be moving all over the place, and you know, we don't know when to slow down. And our bodies will tell you that you need to rest.
Absolutely.
And we try to ignore it, and then it is shut down. And you know, so make sure you getting proper rest, and in this time, but don't oversleep. Because that puts you in that seasonal depression category. Not that you would just have seasonal depression, but like you don't want to sleep too much. Dismiss sleep in right here.
No, I'm not. Okay, listen, y'all. If I'm the person that's normally like constantly moving all the time, and I feel like lately I haven't been, but that like has made me be very, very lazy. Like I think I am a person that has to move around all the time, not like in a.
I get what you're saying.
Like,
that's kind of how I used to be. Like, once I stopped going to college and I didn't have, like, that set schedule, I was like, okay, this is weird. What do I, like, it was odd. I didn't know, like, I was going home. When I have
free time, I don't know what to do with it.
Yeah, I just was like, even like, my free time, I would go hoop. And now I'm like, I can't even go.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what do I do?
Yeah.
And so... You know, but let your body rest sometimes. It's important because it'll shut down on you. You don't want it to shut down on you. You just, you know, do a self restart.
Yeah.
So that's a key one for me. Making sure you rest.
My last one is just to treat yourself. So whatever that may entail for you, like going to get your nails done, going to get your hair done. I said when the semester's over, I wanted to get a massage. So, like, I'll probably end up doing that at some point. But, like, just pouring into yourself, like, doing all the self-maintenance that you need to do, keeping yourself up, keeping your looks up. That'll help with your boost of energy and, like, your confidence
you
during
good, you feel good.
Exactly.
What Coach Brown say? You look good, you feel good, you play good.
That.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
Don't cheat yourself.
Treat yourself.
You feel me? So
Definitely.
I like that though, because
Yeah.
we don't pamper ourselves enough. Well, people don't pamper themselves enough. I don't need too much pampering, but I be chilling. As long as if I can get to a gym, that's pampering myself for me. I ain't gonna lie. I feel good when I leave the gym. Heart be pumping. I be ready to go. Or if I go, like, when I was watching that Ohio State Michigan game,
Y'all.
that was pampering myself.
He was screaming, like yelling
Absolutely.
at the TV.
Go Blue.
Yelling.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Shout out to them boys, man.
You're
and
nuts.
on the day of this recording, we are about to play Iowa in the Big Ten championship game. Finna blow them out the water too, baby. Let's get it. Let's get it. Nah, but yeah, treat yourself. Definitely treat yourself. And if I could add a bonus, I just kind of thought of this on the fly, but have gratitude. You know, be gracious and be thankful for the things that you do have in this time. No matter what it is, I think we get too carried away a lot of times and not realize the things that we do have, and recognizing the things that surround us, and take some time to actually live in the moment, like you said.
I saw a thing on Instagram the other day. It was like a little, like one of those motivational pages or whatever. And it said, like, I'm always so focused on trying to elevate to the next level that I sometimes forget that, like, I'm in the moment that I used to pray for.
That I used to pray for, like, so we work so hard to get to
the next step.
Yeah, but we also work so hard to get to where we currently are, and that when we get here, we automatically thinking about which I don't think is necessarily a bad thing, but also take some time to recognize, like, okay, I'm actually where I want it to be, and reflect on all the things that you have done to get you where you are. So that's a big one, Be grateful, show some gratitude, be thankful for everything that you do have, while also plotting on the things that you're finna go get, so. Absolutely. So.
Well, I hope these were helpful tools for you guys to pour into yourself this season.
Absolutely.
Take heed of the information and do some research on things that you can also do aside from what we said.
And if there's things that we didn't say, that you think are good, comment them below. Let us know if we missed out some things. If we said some wrong things, I like positive and negative feedback. Give me both. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, appreciate y'all for tuning in to this video. If y'all want to see more of this, let us know in the comments. I'm trying to get her on here. You see, I got her on here today. We here today. You feel me? So, but yeah, like this, comment, subscribe, man. Tell your friend to tell a friend to tell their mama, to tell their grandmama, all that good stuff. Turn them notifications on so you will get alerted every time Radiant Thoughts drop a video. Like it, comment, subscribe. Catch this on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Follow us on IG at Radiant Thoughts _ where we post our morning momentums, which is our daily motivation, podcast clips, everything. We post all types of stuff on there. So
leave a rating on Apple Podcasts.
Yeah, leave and on Spotify.
Give us 5 stars.
5 stars. 5 stars. You know what I'm saying? We deserve it. We giving y'all game. We giving y'all game. So you know what I'm saying? So yeah, tap in with us, run it up. Appreciate y'all. We're gonna catch y'all on the next one. Peace.